Welcome to the classroom. Today I'm breaking down a play from the Cowboys and Falcons game. And this right here will show you why every single detail matters in football. So please subscribe below, sit down, relax. Class is in session. So starting off, the Falcons line up in what's called pistol trips formation. Pistol formation combines the elements of shotgun and single back formations. As you can see here, the quarterback is lined up about 5 yards behind the center like he would be in normal shotgun formation, and the running back is lined up behind the quarterback like he would in single back formations or any formation under center. Now that we know what pistol is, all trips is just 3 receivers to one side and then 1 receiver to the other. And as you can see at the bottom of my screen, we have 3 receivers here at the bottom, and then we have 1 receiver at the top being the tight end. And now that we know the offensive formation, let's break down the defense. So it looks like right here, the Cowboys are in a 4-2-5, which is 4 D linemen, 2 inside backers, and 5 defensive backs. Now let's take a look as far as their run fits. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing as far as their strength because I'm not in their meetings, but I can tell you this. Starting with the linebackers, number 50 is lined up in what I call a loose 50, which is really him splitting the difference between the tackle and the number 3 receiver. And number 13 is lined up in what I call either a 20-eye or a 30 stack, which is basically a line right over the guard. And before we cut to the film, just get a visual real quick. So number 50 has anything outside, and number 13 has anything in the B gap, which is between the tackle and the guard. On the D line, number 90, the defensive end has a C gap, which is outside. Number 58 has that A gap. Number 97 has the other A gap. 55 has that C gap. Number 7 has contained. And then number 6 pretty much is a free player playing anything that cuts backside. Sorry for the video quality. So the Falcons come out with a run play, and they start off with outside zone. How do we know it's outside zone? We know it's outside zone because the O-line steps outside hard and laterally, and as you can see, they have their shoulders turned towards the sideline, and the running back is opening up outside as well. Now we know it's outside zone. Let's watch our D-line. Number 90, he's fighting to stay in that C gap, but he's getting double teamed. 58's doing a good job in his A gap, 97's in his A gap, and 55's in his C gap. So here's a look at the big picture, right? So number 50, he's fighting to stay outside. Number 2, which is that DB getting blocked in front of him, he's getting pushed in his gap, so he's gap replacing going outside of him. Number 99 is trying to play that C gap, but as you can see, he's getting double teamed. They're driving him back. Number 58, that D tackle does a great job playing his A gap. He drives the center backfield, very powerful. And Bijan Robinson, the running back for the Falcons, is reading 58 and number 13. He's reading the backfield, right? So he sees 58 driving the guy upfield. He sees number 13 blitzing that gap. So now he has to stop his feet and cut the ball back. Because offensive football 101, right? When an offensive team runs an outside zone play, they're not really trying to run the ball outside for 50 yards because you're not going to gain any ground. You're trying to stretch the defense, get a guy to over-pursue, and then puncture up the field. With 58 and 13, they do a great job playing their gaps. So Bijan is stopped. His feet is stopped like 5 yards in the backfield. So really, you would think this is not going to be a big play, right? Because 97, he's playing his A gap. 55 is playing that C gap. So really, all you have left is the hangman safety playing anything that cuts back. And then you have Diggs, number 7, outside the corner. He's pretty much containing, so he can't let anything go outside of him. So let's watch and see what he does. So we have the full speed clip, right? Everyone's doing their job. We know it's outside zone. They're fighting upfield, playing their gaps. Diggs contain. He lets it outside of him. Now it's a 1-yard gain TFL for a 9-yard gain. So right here, we have a still image of the backside of the play, right? So let's start with number 6, the safety. He's doing a good job. He's playing cut back. If Bijan cuts into that big gap right there, he's going to meet him in the hole for like a 1 or 2 yard gain. And he also has him outside as well. The problem is number 7. Number 7 has contained, but the thing is he gets too far inside. And you can't really tell from this angle, but he's actually playing the running back's inside hip. He's too far inside. He should be on his outside leg because guess what? If he attacks that outside leg, either he makes a tackle or Bijan, if he breaks that tackle, he's going to have to stop his feet. You see number 13 is coming to the ball. Everyone else should be running to the ball. You have number 6 over top. So that's either a 1-yard gain, a no gain, tackle for loss. But instead, he goes too far inside because he has bad footwork. He's hopping around. He's not in a good athletic stance. And we all know in the NFL, these guys are freak athletes. Bijan runs a 4.1 or 4.2 40. So he's going to give him a move, and he's going to beat him outside for what should have been a 1-yard gain, a tackle for loss, or a no gain at all. It turns into a 9-yard gain or a first down because guess what? One guy didn't do his job. Here's the full video, right? So everyone's playing the run, playing their gaps. Come on, Diggs. You're too high. You're hopping around. Get ready, man. Get ready to play the ball. He's too high. Bijan beats him with pure speed, and it's a first down. Here's the video full speed. I'm not trying to pick on Diggs. He's a great player. He's an all-pro. He's a Pro Bowl corner for a reason. I'm just showing you why the details matter in football. Had he had better footwork and he was in ready position, that's his play to make at 1 yard instead of a 9-yard gain.